Hi, welcome. I like to. Hey, where's your face, Gifty?
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Good, 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 good. Thank you for joining. When you come on, subscribe to the YouTube page and share with your friends.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. So we're going to start in a few minutes. We want one or two people to join and we get started. Uh, okay. 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 We have Danny who's hiding his face. We have Kathy who has posed, and I don't know why Kathy is hiding his face too. Okay, good. Uh, who else are we waiting for? Rubina. We'll see Rubina, then we will start. And I'll start the recording. But thank you all for coming. Thank you all. Okay. Go to YouTube, subscribe, and also share. Okay. Watch live. I'm coming. Nyanga shine ja keke nye wie ba bie. Okay, I'm going to start the recording. We're going live. This is a live event. People will be watching us live. So position yourself proper. Don't give me your heads up. Give me a full shot of your face. Uh, so don't give me the ceiling. I'm not dealing with ceilings. I deal with human beings. Okay, so if you can hear me, let me know. Just give me a thumb up that you can hear my voice. Okay, good. So Gifty, position your camera well before we go to live. Before, yes. Okay, we're on YouTube live now. So let's hit it. You're all doing great. And thank you very much for coming while we wait for the others. Uh, my name is Catherine Cujo. Most people call me Key Mama. I am the founder of the Key Mama Foundation. I am the main host of the Key Mama Show. So welcome on Key Mama Show. And now we'll go around to introduce ourselves. When you get to your turn, you will tell us your school and your name. Then once you finish your introduction, you will mute yourself so your other friend will be able to also join, then the noise will not interfere. While we are waiting for other people to join us, We all know the times that we are in. Like I said, my name once again, Catherine Cujo. Don't forget to go to YouTube too to subscribe and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We all know that since Corona started last year, 2020, we all, were scared, schools were closed and everything. So our prayers is that 2021, a miracle will happen and all these things will disappear. But here we are in 2021. January, we are entering into February. And the school system is the same. The challenges we are facing is also the same. And I know some of you are having a real challenges, not only the students, but the parents also. Parents has become teachers or tutors, and not all the parents understand the curriculum that you're studying. So some of the parents are unable to help, although you have your remote learning with your teachers assisting you. But the parents has become the main teachers. So for you to share, we are here for you to share your experience and your challenges. Welcome, Bethel Adult. Welcome to Key Mama Show, the Key Mama Foundation event.
Thank you.
So we all know the challenges that we are going through, not only the students, but the parents also. So we are here to share our experience, our challenges, how we are overcoming the issues at hand. As we speak, like I said, in 2020, we thought that this COVID-19 would disappear in 2021. Here we are. New strain, new variant, new this, they're saying, although there's a vaccine going on, but still the schools aren't open. So welcome once again. So at least you have 5 minutes, share your experience and everything. So everybody will take turns. I will call your name. We have the parents, adults on the line. So we're going to do first come, first serve. So Gifty is the one who pop up first. Thank you, Gifty Champon. And kindly unmute yourself and introduce yourself to the viewers and listeners of this event. Unmute yourself.
Hi, my name is Good, and I go to New Heights Academy Charter School.
Okay. What grade are you? Don't mute yourself. I'm going to engage you. Okay. Um, what grade are you in?
I'm in the 8th grade.
You are in the 8th grade. Okay. So since last year, you have been home, right? Okay. And what are some of your challenges? How are you coping with the new way of studying? Are you having any challenges or everything is fine at your end? How is your grade?
My grades are still good, but I have challenges with focusing in class. Since I'm at home, it's a bit distracting.
So your environment is the one that distracting you.
Yes,
Okay. And do you know when your school is going to reopen or they are going to ask you to come back
we're going to reopen on March 1st.
on March 1st? Okay, so your grade is good. So your environment is the challenge.
Yes,
So your teachers are the one helping you, or your parents are able also to understand your work or curriculum that you're studying.
yeah, both my teachers and my parents help me.
Okay, okay. So we are glad to hear your experience that your grade is up. That is good. That is wonderful to hear. And I will encourage you to keep up. It's not an easy task, but keep it up. So stay right there with us so we share with others. Let me call our Danny Frimpong. Unmute yourself.
Hello.
Okay, Danny Frimpong,
Yes.
tell us your experience.
So yes, my name is Danny Frimpong. I currently go to BMCC, Borough of Manhattan Community College, and I am a freshman. And this college experience online, honestly, is not the best. Honestly, it's not ideal at all because for me, the type of person I am, I'm the type of guy who learns in person. I'm interactive, like I'm a hands-on kind of person. So to move away from that and go onto the online version of it, just it wasn't a great transition for me, and it really affected my grades and how I learned. So personally, this whole corona business and whole pandemic hit is not good on my educational life.
So, since you said you have challenges and everything, the first semester has passed. So,
Yes.
when you reported your challenges to the school, what do they tell you? What is the next thing in line? Are you going to wait? They tell you to wait, or they're going to assign you a special somebody to help you catch up with your work because you're a freshman.
Yes. Honestly, they won't do anything. All they want, because even if it was in regular indoors, it's all on you. This is college. This is all on you. They won't help you. This is not babysitting. So everything is on you. So if you can't keep up, you can't keep up. That's it. It's a battlefield. So that's what I'm
So,
gonna say.
do you know any of your students who also having a similar challenge that's home now
Yes,
and not
yes, I
doing the
do.
online studying?
Yeah, I do know a couple of people that are also struggling, but they're still trying to keep up. Yeah,
Oh, so they're trying to keep up. So
yeah.
apart from the school, you focusing at
Hmm.
home, you always also are you also like challenging, having some issues
What do you
because
mean?
because it's home. That's why you are
Yes, it's because
struggling.
it's home. Yes, it's because it's home. It's
Wow.
because it's home.
So what is the information you have of returning to the college? When?
There are no there's no date assigned for returning back to the colleges. So we're just gonna keep going until news comes.
Okay. Okay. Catherine Frimpon, are you ready for us? Thank you, Danny. Let's
Mhm.
move to Catherine, then we go to Betha.
Hello. Oh yes, I'm ready.
Okay. So share your experience with us. Your
My
schooling, studying at home, the remote studying. Is it good for you? You like it? What you don't like about it? And what need to be improved?
I'm in 11th grade right now, so I feel like this is the time where my grades really matter because it's what all the colleges will look at. And like Danny was saying, I'm a very like hands-on learner and in-person learner, and like this wasn't a good transition for me. I feel like I would be doing better in school. Like I am struggling, but I'm trying to maintain my grade. I'm trying to maintain my grades, and there's nothing I can do. Like all you can do is do the work and try because
Mhm.
all you can do is do the work and try because like at the end of the day, there's nothing extra my school can give to like help us more because everyone's going through the same experience.
Okay, so have you voiced out to your advisors or your teachers the challenges that you are facing,
Yes.
and what's their response?
Their response was just to try and keep up because there's nothing extra they can really do through the screen. Because even if you, for me at least, even if I take more time to do the extra classes, it's I'm not learning anything. I'm like doing the work, but I'm not like retaining any of the knowledge, if that's how you say it.
Oh, wow. So do you know any of your students who has dropped out from the remote learning?
No, everyone's still doing it. Even if their grades are failing, they're still doing the remote learning because that's all they can do.
Okay, so I'll come back to you. Let's move to one parent that we have available. Miss Betha Ado, are you there? Kindly unmute yourself and
Yeah, I'm here. Hi, everyone.
hi. Would have
So,
loved to see your beautiful face, but anyway, we've seen the image, so that's good.
yeah, I'm at a place I can't really, yeah.
Yes.
So, I don't really know about this program, but it's a good thing. I mean, so I would just say, thank you for putting this together in the first place. Um, I have two kids in high school. One is a junior and one is a freshman, and they're doing fully remote right now. It was our decision actually, because they were going to school, and like almost every week they will get email saying that, oh, today somebody got it, so you guys have to stay home. It was back and forth. So it was my decision actually to let them do fully remote. It's not the best, but um I think all that the teachers and the counselors and everything have to offer is just to give you pointers on, like, if you have some programs that you can do online to engage and to help you, especially mentally, or because it's a whole lot of, it's affecting everyone, not only the students, it's parents too. So if you have you know a program, maybe a program like this one, for instance,
Mhm.
that you can interact with people and people will share ideas and give you know their experience as to how to cope with certain things, it will help because it's something to deal with both physical and mental too. So there's no way out. The kids are just, it's something hard for the kids, but they have no you know solution. So all they tell you to do is just keep up. You just have to do the work, no matter how. I know some kids have to go to counseling and stuff like that just to be able to keep up. My daughter, for instance, um, she's someone who is outgoing and always want to go in person, and it was really helping her. But
Mhm.
since they started doing the fully remote, she can concentrate and stuff like that. But no one can help. You reach out and nobody can help. So we just have to, we as parents, we're just trying our best to support the kids
Right.
as best as we can, and then find out if there's any emotional stuff going on, because this is a lot for the kids to to
Okay.
deal with.
Okay. I would like to ask you, since you chose that you want your children to stay home and study and do the remote, um, is because of the COVID fear, and also you said they were able to go partially and they went back and they like it.
Yeah, they actually, in the first place, I chose hybrid, so they were doing both. Sometimes they'll go to school like maybe 3 days in a week and stuff
Mhm.
like that. But then it got to a point that every week there will be a report that somebody got it, so your child has to go and test this and this, and it was almost like it became, now it has become like every week we'll get a report, even with those doing remote. They say, oh, somebody self-reported this. So I said, okay, for now, until they are able to find a way, because there's nothing they can do. If someone gets it and they bring it to school, everyone who was close to that person is, you know, has to go and check and stuff like that. And then nobody knows how someone goes into contact with someone who has it, especially if they have no symptoms and stuff like that. So that's the reason. It's not the fear per se, but um, not knowing, you know, you
Okay.
do not know. So just for now, we just choose for them to do at home. It's not the best option because the kids needs to be out there, interacting with their friends and things like that. But for now, now that it's a little bit high, we just want them to do it from home
So
until.
as a parent, like I am, do you think it's a good idea? Because, like we all know, once school is going all right, let's say they open fully and one person gets sick, they have to shut it off. Do you think that is a good idea, or they should just remove the person and do a test and let them continue to go? Because it's like one step forward, three steps back.
I know that is the main reason why I asked them to stay home, because they don't have any really, they don't have anything in place to say that if someone gets it, oh, this person was among this group of people, so we have to pull all those people, and they don't have that. So they'll say, oh, your child might have come into contact with so
Mhm.
and so. So they go and test and they let them stay home, and then the next day they go, or the next 2 weeks or whatever they go, and then somebody else, and then they say, oh, this week everybody is doing fully remote, and then it has become like now it's constant. Every week we get the email that somebody got it, even doing from home before they report for school. So they don't have anything in place except for the fact that they hope people will keep doing the social distancing and all those things to make sure that everybody is safe. They want people to follow the protocol,
Right.
and make sure that everyone is safe. But you cannot really tell who has it. It's not everybody who has the symptoms, so you
Right.
can't really tell. So it's a little tricky right now. And just
Let's welcome Rubina. Rubina, you hiding your face. Rubina, unmute yourself so we can hear you. Then I come back to Auntie Beth.
Hi.
Hi, how are you, Rubina? Let me see your face flash. Come on, I haven't seen you for a long time. Yes, yeah, counts my girl. Okay, unmute yourself so we can hear you, because I'd like to talk to you. Okay, so kindly introduce yourself, your school, your grade.
Okay, so I'm Rubina. I go to Academy of Mount St. Ursula, and I'm in the 11th grade.
Okay, so can you share some experience or the challenges you are having during this new normal of remote learning?
Um, I think some of the challenges is um, like the calls not for my school. Like the only problem like we have like a lot of times is like the calls not working, or like the teachers like when they are in the building they do have like connection problems, and then some teachers do like um, it's just been like the work is like different in some ways, and some teachers like they teach they're teaching better, but like some teachers are teaching like not as good. And lately like this whole week like there's been like multiple cases of like COVID like being reported, but like they're not giving us enough information, especially for like the people who do go in person. So like they don't know if they've gotten it or if they've been close to like the student who has it. And like some students are kind of like upset about it because they don't know if they should go get tested if they were close to like the person who does have it, and it's just been like a lot, but it's not been so bad. I think in like when it first began, it was hard because some of the teachers like they usually like they didn't have like well my teachers last year like they didn't have um like the connection to like join. Like one of my teachers, she was like really old, so like she didn't know how to like properly like use Zoom and stuff. And then we had like problems where people were logging in because other students kept giving like the information and stuff, but that's been solved. But it's been good so far, and our schedule isn't like as bad. We get 10-minute breaks.
Okay. So, how is it helping you catch up with your studying, or you think that you are falling behind?
I feel like with some classes I've been better, but then with other classes it's not. It's like been like hard, like to like because it's not the same like with like some classes I did better in person, but then um right now it's like it depends on like the class it is, but overall it's not so bad. Well, for like me, history has been better in terms of because I think it's we got like a new teacher, so she teaches different because I had the same person for like the past 2 years in like freshman and sophomore year, and like her teaching methods weren't like the best. So with this like new person and like how she teaches is way better.
Okay. Anyone have any more, maybe during our conversation, something pop up in your mind that you want to share with us? Because sometimes when you put on the spot like that, you go blank for a while, and when others share their experience and stuff, you're able to throw in. So let me come back to Denny. So Denny, since now you don't know what
Hmm.
um, when you are returning, what is your plans as a young man that what's your plans way forward? Because since you can't catch up with the remote learning, share your experience. So what are you looking forward to do? You're sitting home reading the ceiling, eating mommy's food, or what?
Nah, honestly, I am just trying to find like at this point right now, I'm finding different branches I can find my way to say because there's more than one way out. There's always more than one way out, and right now the college is struggling, so I'm trying to find multiple branches of income because I need money. And yeah, that's
Okay. Uh, Let me shift a little bit to the mental issues, depression. Is anyone among us feel like this indoor learning is putting too much stress, is giving you some sort of depression, and you want to share with us? Okay, Catherine want to say something.
Um, I wouldn't say depression is the word. I feel like that's a very heavy word. But I take AP classes, so I feel like yes, there's a certain pressure that's being put on me since it's already an advanced class, and now we have to learn it through online. So like it does weigh a lot on my grade, but that's particularly one of the classes I'm good at. But yeah.
Gifty.
I would like to speak.
Okay,
Okay.
Danny, go ahead.
She says, I mean, it's already too late now, but like as a college student, I can tell you, and I've heard this from multiple students who have graduated, who've already been through the system. They're saying, um, are you guys still gonna take the final AP test at the end of the year? Because I know y'all have been like regencies and stuff. Y'all have been canceling those,
No, the
and
AP test hasn't never been canceled, not even last year.
I see. But that's the thing. You take AP classes to gain AP credit. I mean, to gain college credit, right? Am I wrong?
You're
Yeah.
right.
Yes, but for those credits to count for those classes, you have to get at least a 4 or 5 in the test. If not, it'll just count as an elective credit. So, do you believe that with everything you're learning, you will pass that test with a 4 or 5? And even with a 4, it's a if. And it depends on the school you're going to. Some only accept 5. So, do you believe with what you're learning right now that will help you pass the AP test?
I mean, for the AP class I take, for the AP class I take, for the AP class I take, which is history, I would say yes because I feel like that doesn't require a lot of in person. It's more or less the same material. But for other AP classes, I don't think that for let's say math and stuff like that, that you would need someone face to face teaching you. I don't think it would be enough to pass the AP exam because as is already only like 25% of people who take the test pass it, maybe even less.
Okay.
That's all.
Are you satisfied? Gifty, before I go to Auntie Betha, do you feel some sort of stress on you and like you having a different thoughts? Because with the, although your credit is good, but with this whole like enclosed place, you don't go out, do you feel heavy stress or, different thoughts? Okay.
Yes, I think it's a lot of stress and pressure because since I'm an eighth grader, not only do I have to like deal with a lot of work, but I also have to look for high schools and do applications too. So it's a lot of pressure and stress.
Oh, okay. So now the stress is, and your parents are able to guide you. They have knowledge of how to do the search, or is your teachers from the remote learning helping you to do the school college search?
It's mainly my parents because my teachers haven't said anything about high schools or any applications yet.
Okay. Rubina,
Yes.
uh, this day and age, we know so much of mental issues due to this home learning, you trying to catch up with your grade and so forth. Do you feel like this is giving you too much burden and it's kind of giving you some sort of depression?
Um, I wouldn't say it's like major depression, but like for certain teachers, like it's been like stressful for me because there's this like one particular teacher I've had for like the past 3 years, and like whenever like I do work for her, like she doesn't put in the like before like prior to like the whole pandemic and stuff, even if like she'll take like forever to grade, and then when she grades your work, she has like a lot of favoritism, so like you don't even, and then now it's like a little bit worse because like you even like try to like answer questions like do like the meetings, and she still wouldn't like give you a chance like for certain things, and like she's been dropping like people's grades and stuff, and it's just like been a lot. Like so like that particular class has been stressful, and like getting used to it after like the first parts, like it I'm used to like being home like constantly, like so it wasn't like that hard, but then after a while like it was like kind of getting like boring and like lonely because like you're just like being in like a room constantly, like you don't like get to like see the people like you're used to. But I don't mind it because I'd rather stay safe, especially like with like how like certain things in my school are going, like they do have a plan, but like it's not the best plan that they have in place, especially now that like the cases in like the school, like we went like months without like nobody having a case until like before the holiday, like one person got it, and now like it's getting like more after the holiday. So I'd rather like do remote, even though like it's like a lot of stress, but it's been like I have things that I do like to like try to calm myself down sometimes. So it's not as bad.
Um, uh, Sister Martha, Betha, sorry. Uh,
Yes.
okay. So, as a parent, I know you already you made your decision, so mentally you are prepared to
Yes.
accommodate the children at home. What about
Hmm.
those people who have to work, and the children are, you know,
Like they have smaller kids and stuff.
yes, they have smaller kids and
Yeah, I know. It's very unfortunate, but the what we are facing right now. But I have friends and family who have small kids, and some of them um they are lucky to work from home,
okay.
so that's good. Those who can't have stayed home. They just had to stop work, like, because you think of it this way: you have to work and then pay someone to come and take care of your kids, and this one is not just feeding them or making sure that they are okay sleeping and all that. Some of them have to do schoolwork. You have to supervise and all that. So that's extra money. So unfortunately, some people have to stay home. Some parents have to stay home to take care of that. But some are lucky enough to work from home. So that's a good thing. And the others, it's very unfortunate. I can honestly, there's nothing I can say. It's very
So
unfortunate,
those
and then
to come in here, those who are like unable to work at home, but they have to go on the field to work, and also, or maybe quit their job to stay home to take care of the kids. Have you, since you know them, that is anyone like having challenged getting a resource for help or that sort of? Do you know anyone?
um, I think some of them are getting help from their schools. There was one of them, a friend of mine, who said a teacher was helping. Even they come in person in the house to see once in a while. But you and I know that help would not be like all the time, maybe once in a while. So yeah, the help is they don't get that much resources or anything. They just depending on family and friends. And then the school will advise you to find maybe other sources like programs and stuff like that, or they give you websites or stuff to go and check out, see what you can get, what help you can get. So it's a dicey situation. That's all I'll say. I mean, we're just hoping that it'll be better this year with the vaccines and all that,
Right.
and then it might not be 100% going back, but at least it's a step forward. So we'll see.
Okay. So
We're just hoping
if
for that.
you come across a parent who having a challenges paying or let's say their rent,
Yeah.
whether documented or undocumented,
Mm-hmm.
you can reach out to me because there are resources out there that now they are helping people to pay their rent if they are behind. So not only for those who are documented, but
Mm.
the undocumented ones too. For example, Bronx Works. If you live
Mm-hmm.
around the Bronx, like before the courthouse, you
Mm-hmm.
can go there or you call 311, and we have the access HRA for documented people. You go to
Mm.
the site, and if you want food, if you're because all this add up to the stress, so they try to alleviate some of the stress. So there is a resource out there to help these parents. So tell them not to hold back and over stress, because
Yeah.
now we have to face it, because but there is help out there in
Mm.
all the areas you can think of.
Yeah.
That's a good news.
Yeah. I know about the HRA. I think someone said they tried to apply or something,
Hmm.
and it did not. They didn't give out. But I think now they're starting again. I don't know how it works, but I know a friend who talked to me about it and said if we wanted to make use of the what they are offering. But
Okay.
she said they tried, they put in the application. It was they got response that they will get back to them, but it never worked. I think they said you have to send your information to, it goes straight to the landlords or whatever,
Yes.
but it did not work because as I'm speaking to you right now, she has to go to the court for eviction. So I don't know if it's now that they are doing it again, but
Okay.
before she said she tried and they still sent her eviction notice and she was worried that she was going to be evicted or something like that. So
Okay.
yeah,
This is all part of the remote learning issues and challenges.
yeah, I know.
I just wanted to remind our viewers and listeners. So
That
this is all
there's help
part of
out
the
there.
package. Yeah.
Hmm.
So now
Thank you.
they're sending this notice from the courthouse to
Mm.
most of the houses, like
Oh,
for people. So once you receive it, don't throw it away or don't, put it on the shelf. Open it. Now I will encourage every household member, if you receive something, just open it. And they have shown here that if you owe, take it and mail it out there, mail it back to them.
oh, okay.
Don't sit back because maybe they will extend it again, but the landlords will be able to take you back to court in May 1st. That's what it says here. They might extend it. Nobody know, but nobody should get scared and hide under the covers because there's help out there for sure. There's help out there. Okay. Our young ladies and men in the house. um we all doing great. By the grace of God, we all trying to stay safe. Now we know that the coronavirus has no age limit. Before we thought, say, only the adults are vulnerable, but now it's across the board. I will encourage you all to follow all the. I can see Gifty have the face masks even at home. Wow, that is good one. So continue when you are walking on the street. Don't think I'm young and I'm strong and I'm mighty. We all have to follow the regulation. And also, I understand the environment that you study in most of our houses in our community or in our apartment that is small. We all try to be in there and study, and the child and crying here and there. But all I'm saying that continue to stay focused and steady. It's better to be in than being out and knowing nothing. It's better to be in and catching up gradually. It's a challenge, but it's better to be in than to be far behind. My take on this remote learning issue as a parent is that they have to let the college student go back to school. They have to let them go back. I understand the challenges, but hey, when you get on the public bus, one on each other, it's packed. When you get into the train, it's packed. When you go to church, people are there. When you go to what do you call it, the restaurant and stuff, now they try to do the indoor and out certain things. There are clubs that they open from 10 to 10 or bar from 10 to 10. They are doing something. So I am pleading to the officials that they should allow, especially the college students, especially the freshmen, because they are coming fresh from the high school. For example, Danny is out because he couldn't catch up with the remote learning. He did a first semester and it was bad, like as he said. So now he has stepped back. How many children are out there going through these challenges? And who knows when they open the college, if the interest of being attending college will be there. That is the fear as a parent. Because once that they started seeing the dollars and the greens and stuff, not every children or every child will be able to say, hey, let me go back and catch up. Already they are facing, they have difficulty learning. and they have stayed back a semester or two or three. Nobody knows when it's going to open. They have said, oh, the children will be going back in March. Before we know, oh, March, a child cannot attend, or they went and somebody gets sick and they have to come and sit back for another 2, 3 weeks. I don't know, but I am pleading that then is an example for our youth, that they get frustrated, they are being out there because they can't catch up with their remote learning. That is one of the reasons why I set this program up, for us to come and share our experience and our challenges that we face. Maybe this will land on one of the officials' table and they will look into it. The children and our youth, they are having huge challenges. They are having a huge challenges. So I would like, before we close, I would like to open the platform, and you giving your closing remarks and advice to your fellow youth out there. If you have any, unmute yourself and give us your closing remarks. I'll call by name. Kathy. Catherine Frimpong, you have closing remarks for your youth out there, advice how you are able to maintain your grounds and staying focused to study. What advice do you give?
All I have to say is that if you need help, ask for it. Like, if you have to ask your teacher, your friends, like, let's say you're doing a project and you need people, like, reach out to your friends and they can really help you. All you have to do is ask. You have to be willing to take that first step.
Thank you. Gifty.
All I have to say is that you shouldn't stress, because eventually the remote learning will end. And like Catherine said, you should ask for help because there are resources and people that you can call.
Okay, thank you. Robina.
For me, one advice I would give, like one thing that's like been helping like a lot of my classes and in my school, like what we do is like when we find out like who's in our class, we all like if we have each other on social media, we make like group chats like help each other. So like if anyone needs help and like they ask like and one of us has the solution, then we help each other.
Okay, welcome, Sister Benita. We were giving our closing remarks, but I'll give you the audience before we wrap up. So, welcome. And as you know, we are here as parents and students trying to figure out this remote learning, how we are dealing with it, and we're praying how soon we are returning. So, welcome and share your experience with your children, nephew, and nieces, and how you, as a parent, are coping with it.
Well, first and foremost, thank you so much for having me on your show, Catherine. It's been a little, technological challenge, but I'm here, even though I'm a little bit late. Remote learning for me and for my daughter and for my nieces and nephew has been quite simple, simply because it's something that we always did. Even when school was in session, they always had, other classes that they were taking, maybe a college now class that they were taking remotely. So they've always been, in that foreground. But I'd like to say that, a lot of parents, especially, being of West African descent, do not have a lot of computer knowledge, so you rely on your children to help you with things. But I'm kind of almost grateful for the season because it forces the parents to learn. It forces the parents to learn and to be able to help themselves and not always rely on the children, because how else can you help your kids with schoolwork if you're not able to use the applications that they're using. So I think it's a wonderful thing. From what I see in corporate America, it looks like this is the direction in which we're all moving, especially with teleworking. So this is great experience for the children. Yes, it has its difficulties because even as it happened to me today, someone in my building did something and it knocked down all of our cable and internet services, and we just got back up. So when you have challenges like that that are out of your control, you could be in the middle of a meeting, you could be in the middle of an exam, anything, but it can and will happen. So these are the pitfalls of teleworking or teleeducation. But I think that, it helps the kids. I know that some kids sleep through their classes. There has to be a way to, keep the kids engaged so they don't sleep through lessons. But I know they take daily attendance. You have to log in by a certain time. And some of the teachers recognize this. So they will purposely make sure that, they randomly call on people just to make sure that you're knocked out of sleep. And most of the kids, they come on and they'll turn off their video. So you really are not sure what they're doing or whether or not they're even paying attention. These are some of the pitfalls, but it's a trust issue. And I think a lot of kids are thriving in this, tele-education climate that we're all under.
Okay.
So I just encourage other Ghanaians and Africans out there, if you know of anybody who needs help in setting up their system or anybody who needs help in trying to use these systems, please, if you're available, help them. It can only make us better as a people. And this is the generation, this is a generation that is propelling us into tele-education and teleworking. So I encourage everybody to help each other.
Wow. Thank you so much. You said, one of my elders said, better late than never.
Absolutely.
And you came in last and give us a strong punchline. So it seems like everything is working out well at your end with your
Yes.
niece and nephews, and you are inclined with the technology and everything. You're good. Thank you. And I hope Posh Africa also make themselves available in case someone having some challenges, so they can step in and help in our community.
Absolutely. This is something that we're doing now. We started a little pilot program in my building where we went around to some of the older people who didn't know how to use FaceTime to communicate with family members. We tried to, give them little tutorials on how to do that, especially when the COVID began. So some of them would end up in the hospital, didn't know how to communicate with family members. We were able to show them how to utilize these, resources to be able to communicate. So if anybody needs a little Zoom tutorial or a little tutorial on how to use FaceTime properly, or, even use your Google Drive or whatever, you could easily contact Catherine. She knows how to get in touch with me, or you can email me directly at benitaborte@poshafrica.com. I am happy to help you.
Okay.
And, I also have interns that can help you.
Okay. And I believe that everyone, the school gave you a laptop to work with, right? The school gave you a laptop to work, do your homework and stuff, learn from
Yeah.
home. Okay, okay, good. Once again, Danny, it was your turn before Auntie Benita came in. So, what's your closing remark as a freshman in college who is home and having challenges to learn from home? So, he has decided to wait until face to face school open. So, what is your
My
remark?
closing, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, for some people, some people see this online as an advantage. And if you see that, then take it, because if you see it as an advantage, then use it so you can boost your level in this college life or this world that we live in. But if you're struggling like me, I feel like you should just try to find another way. Just keep pushing. You can't just stop, sit home, and do nothing, because time waits for no man. So always keep yourself busy. Always do something. That's all I can say.
Okay. So, do you have your time limit that if, let's say, the college is not open by maybe March of April, you will assign yourself back to college and see if you'll be able
Yes,
to do.
after the second semester, I'm pretty sure if after the second semester the schools are still not open, then I don't know. But if after the second semester, and if I find something that I'm like pursuing, that because college is money, so that I'm pursuing that is a better route, then I'll keep with that route. But if anything else, then I'll just go back.
Okay, we all will pray for you that you go back at least to have your 1 degree under your belt.
Yeah.
Auntie Betha, what's your closing remarks?
Oh, yes. So to add to what our daughter Ruby said, she was talking about doing group studies, and I think my kids have the same thing. My daughter has the same thing. They have a group of people in the class. They have this group chat or whatever they use. After a class, if anyone is having a problem in the class, they will just be together on the line, and then they will discuss. If any one of them has a better this thing ahead and they can help, they just help them. So they help one another because um I don't know the teachers. I don't know what the teachers are doing. We had this parent teacher thing, and I wanted to speak to one of my daughter's teachers because she was struggling with one of her AP classes. It was something new for her, so I wanted to speak to the teacher. We made appointment, everything, and when it was time, it was Google Meet. It was time for the meeting. I was there even before the time. She never showed up for the whole 30 minutes or so. She never showed up. And then later on, I sent an email. I said, I was waiting to talk to you about my daughter and blah, blah, blah. She said, I don't know what happened, but the Google Meet, if you don't let me in, I can't join. The teacher was supposed to let me in so that we have the chat. She never did. And then all she could say was, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was technical. She didn't give me any tangible reason. And then I was hoping that she could just, even through email or something, we could have some sort of conversation and have that serious conversation I wanted to have. It never happened. It's like not all the teachers, some of them are not even ready to help. So between the kids, if anyone knows something and they have this group chat and they can help one another after a class, they can just you know help each other to get whatever the code that they need to get to. So that's all I was saying. Everybody should hang in there. And also, if anyone has something that give them you know give them joy or happiness, whatever you do, like anything, dancing, something, you can do that to uplift your spirit. Or because my kids do that, they have something they call just dance or whatever. And weekends or after class, when they don't have any class, they will just be here dancing their heart out. And I think it gives them, that kind of, it free, makes them free of whatever. I think it helps. So whatever you do that helps, go ahead and do that, because we are all in this together and you're not alone. There's a lot of kids out there who are going through. So just help each other. Just as our sister Benita said, help each other,
Thank you.
when they need help.
Once again, I would like to thank everyone on this platform for taking the time working us.
Miss Catherine,
Yes.
can I give them a little, I've got a couple of resources here that they can use. New York Public Library has free online tutoring. So go to New York Public Library's website and check it out. Also, if you, the Harvard sophomore, they also created a few free tutoring service, online service during, at the beginning of COVID, and I believe it's still ongoing. Now, New York City has mathandreadinghelp.org. That's for free tutoring in New York City for math and reading. And there are plenty more. You can also Google free math programs in New York City. They help you with online tutoring as well. So if you cannot find anything, care.com has 7 free tutoring options. I don't know how viable those still are, but you could still, you could just go to Google and just search for free New York City tutoring services. And you should be able to come up with quite a bit of free tutoring services and just, research them and see which one best fits your need. So these services can help you. They sometimes also tutor on how to use technology.
Thank you, Sister Benita. That's why we click, because at my closing, I want to land, and Sister Benita, we come far back so we can read each other's mind and giving the resource. That's why, or that's what we do in the community to help each other, someone in need. That's the purpose of this platform. And like I said, I really thank you very much. Our next event will be on a mental issue. We all do have it. I have mine, but I'm able to handle it. And the question is, how do you handle yours? A few weeks ago, not even weeks, few days ago, we heard a 22-year-old pulling a gun and killing the mother. Is it a mental issue? Was there a red flags or something? All these things as a parent, we have to share. And the youth, you come back and tell us why you think someone will do that, or what will trigger you to that extent. So I don't want to go deep on that, but that will be our next. And I hope, Benita, if you have any someone who specializes in that area who can join us, that would be wonderful, so we can share idea. Or Sister Bertha, if you have anyone who can share this mental challenges issue, we welcome. Then we bring our youth back, and they will also invite their friends to join us, and we learn, because we don't want to hear such tragedy. This is not the first time, but once a while it comes across, and we don't want to hear that, because no one gave birth to an evil person, or for you to give birth to the person to come and get rid of you. So I will once again like to thank you. Please visit my YouTube page and subscribe, Facebook and Instagram. Follow me all the time. If you have any topic and you want us to discuss, shoot it, and we will bring it on. This is the reason why we are here. Key Mama is here to serve, to be the voice for the voiceless. Thank you once again, and God bless you all. Don't forget to continue to protect yourself. Wear your nose mask, continue hand wash. 6 feet apart is better than 6 feet under. So please stay safe and stay warm. Thank you all very much. And I'll see you in a few weeks to come. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Starlight. Starlight.
Bye, Mommy.
Bye-bye, Mommy. Thank you all once again for watching, my viewers. Thank you very much for watching Key Mama Show and the Key Mama Foundation event. Please visit the Key Mama Foundation event site, www.thekeymamafoundation.org. Become a volunteer or a donor. God bless you.